the matter with credit?
So fashion. Charlie, you're an amateur salesman. Your firm. Give credit? No, sir. Nor anybody else.
River City! Next stop!
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the hot goods.
Cash for the cotton goods, cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the fancy goods.
Cash for the noggins and the pickings and the firkins.
Cash for the hogs and calfskin demi-john. Cash for the tractors and the pickers and the fly pickers.
What do you talk? 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 What do you get? What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk. You can bicker, you can talk. You can bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk, you can talk. You can talk, 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 talk. Bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was. No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Why's the Model T for? Made the trouble, made the people wanna go, wanna get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles. See?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize the little bit 2x4 kind of store? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it? At the Model T at all. At the gander at the store. At the modern store. At the present day store. At the present day modern departmentalized grocery store.
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it? You can talk, you can bicker. You can talk, you can bicker. You can talk, 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 talk. Bicker, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was. No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Oh, I see. You need a biscuit in the trouble. You need to put the crackers in the package though. You need a biscuit in there. Take the sanitary package in the Cracker Barrel. Obsolete. Cracker Barrel. Went out. The mail pouch. Couple. Chomp by the stove. Change the approach of traveling salesman. Made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't. But you gotta know the territory.
Gone.
Gone with the hogs and cast in demi-john. Gone with the sugar barrel, paper mill, milk can. Gone with the tub and the pail and the tears.
Ever meet a fella by the name of Hill?
Hill.
No!
Just a minute.
Never heard of any salesman.
No, he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the vibe.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about lying.
Or the Cracker Barrel being obsolete. Or the you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package of a Model T Ford.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or a doggone thing. He's just a bang beat, bell ringing, big claw, great go, never nothing, rip roaring every time a bullseye salesman. That's the rest of Harold Hill.
What's his line? He's a fake and he doesn't know the territory.
What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the rat-a-tat drums and the big brass bass. And the piccolo uniforms too, with a shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe around the
Well, I don't know much about band, but I do know you can't make the living sell big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin picks, perhaps, and here and there, juice heart.
No, the fella sells bands, boys' bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies, and he gathers, and he plucks, and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory.
River City. We're across state line into Iowa. River City. Population 2,212. Cigarettes illegal in this state. River City.
Okay, if you're all done yapping, I'll tell you about Professor Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never met him in my life, but I'll tell you this much. He's given every single one of us salesmen a black eye. Once he works a town over, the next salesman to come through gets automatically tarred and feathered and thrown out on the city rail. Well, you think that's funny? Wait till it happens to you and hear everybody goes back. Well, why should he get run out of town on a railroad? Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee the kids how to play.
Well,
With himself as the leader.
What's wrong with that?
You don't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. I swear, when I catch up to that two-bit thimble rigger, I'm gonna squeal on him so hard now.
Charlie, you're pretty mad. I tried to see if we can catch up with that guy.
Nah, not this trip. Not even the great Professor Harold Hill will try to sell an easy neck about hot guys.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name.
I don't believe I don't.
high rails. It was late, as usual.
Hey, Gregory! Marcellus!
You old son of a gun.
What? Greg?
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
But Greg, why didn't you tell me he was coming?
I didn't know I'd be coming myself. Besides, how would I know that you would have been up in a tank town like this? You were a pretty big sticker when you were in the business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Falkenmeyer, boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I always knew you'd come up to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business, are you? I thought you was in steam automobiles.
Well, I was.
What happened?
Someone actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Mars.
Oh, you'll never get anywhere in the band business with these stubborn Iowans. Besides, Greg, we got a stuck-up band teacher who will expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher? She's a librarian. Female.
Perfect. That's just what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, point her out to me.
I will. How you gonna start the pitch?
Same old way as always. Keep the music teacher off balance, then get your town out of the serious trouble that it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
Then I'll have to create some. I need to create a desperate need for a boys' band. You remember. What's new? What can I use?
Oh, the billiard parlor just put in a new pool table.
You never had a pool table before?
No, only billiards.
That'll do. And remember, music teacher.
Music teacher.
I'll see you around, Mars. Are you Mr. Dunlap?
Yeah.
Well, either you are closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here's a trouble, right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a bit concerning my privacy, always my privacy. I consider that the hours I spend with the cue in my hands are golden. Help me cultivate horse sense in a cool head and a keen eye. Sure, you can try an ironclad leap to yourself from a three-rail vineyard shot. But just as I say, it takes judgment and brain to ensure you to score in a bottom-line game. I say that it cool. Can take it, shove it, ball, and make pucks. And I call that slop. The first big step on the road to the depths of day or day. I say first, but it's still wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit and listening to some big out-of-town Jasper here tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trot race, no, but a race where they sit down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey who's sitting on Dan Patch, make it run boil, I should say. Now, friend, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets at the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for fool. In all week long, your River City youth will be frittered away, say your young men will be frittering. Frittered away during noontime, summertime, short time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind again dandelions pulled and the screen door patched to the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with a sister and nephew on a Saturday night. That's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the nigger harbor, shirt-tailed young ones. Thinking of the full hall window after school, you got trouble. Folks, right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T that rhymes with P and stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while loafing around in that hall? Then we trying out Beagle, trying out Cuban, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette beans, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breath with sense. And one fine night, they leave the pool hall headed for the dance at the pub with 13 men and scarlet women and ragtime. Shameless music that'll grab your son, your daughter, in the arms of the jungle, and take mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brains, the devil's playground trouble. Right here in River City, with a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City, gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes out of Captain Billy's whiz bang? or certain words creeping into his conversation. Words like swell. And so's your old man. But so, my friends, get in trouble. I'm here to represent the capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. Be sure to get in trouble. I'm here to represent. Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That name with the 15 numbered balls of the devil's tool. Oh, yes, we got trouble, trouble, trouble. With a T. Gotta write it with P. That stands for pool. Did you drop your...
No,
Didn't I meet you in...
no,
I'll only be in town for a short while, and...
good.
How'd you voucher?
Yes, Mama. Keep on, Rose. I'll be there in a minute. Hello, Mama. Fine, dear. Now your exercises. Yes, ma'am.
I don't remember the library being open last 4th of July.
It was, Mama, all evening. A man with suitcases was falling all over town.
Oh,
I've never seen him before.
who? Did he say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Of course not, Mama. Now don't dawdle, Amaryllis. So, do, la, re, take me a little slowly. Fingers curved as nice as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
If you don't mind me saying so, it wouldn't have hurt to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Oh, excuse me for living, but I've never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mom, as long as I have massive comes with black girls entrusted to me, good business improving River City's culture level, I can't help my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counseling advice.
But darling, when a woman's got a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from him? Even if you can't pull balls like a Shakespeare and all the other highfalutin Greeks.
Mom, if you don't like things, you have a bad habit, but Jamie never accepted it.
Now I haven't changed the subject. We were talking about that stranger. What stranger with the suitcase? Who may be your very last chance.
If you think you're not loud, I'm going back to the pretty mama. I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards if you don't mind my saying so. There's not a man alive who could go to measure up to London Hall, but it's safe have no words to request it for yourself. But your Irish imagination are stubborn in your life of books.
Well, that isn't the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have a?
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Winthrop, it's after dark. Is that the way to walk into the house?
Hello.
I told you it's all a hug for my boy. The lady over there is your sister, young man. interrupt boys and manners.
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would appreciate it very much if you'd come. Winter?
Well, Boomer, and what's us to your party? Are you going to our check?
No.
You know what?
No, thank you.
Do you know political name?
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his list. He's ashamed.
We know all about his list of Amaryllis. Well, Boomer.
I'll bet he won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis! Amaryllis! He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lists?
It's not only because he lists, but that's just part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear, it's just that he doesn't talk very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
We all have to be a little patient.
I am patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me, but I do him. Every night, I say goodnight to him in the evening star. You have to do the very second you see it too, or it doesn't count. Good night, Mama. Good night. See you.
Dear Charlie, don't cry. If not one, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up like an old man like you. I'm sorry, Miss Marion. Can I play my crosshead piece?
May I play mine?
May I play my crosshead piece?
You may.
See? Without a sweetheart, you have no one to say goodnight to in the evening star.
For the time being, just say goodnight, mine. Someone. Become the right name later when that right someone comes along.
All right. It's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshead piece.
Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight.
for his fine stereoptician slides. And to Ethel Toffelmeyer, our fine player piano. As mayor of River City, I welcome you, River citizens, to the 4th of July exercises, set up here in Madison Gymnasium. I count the weather. 4 scored. The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreeing about the costumes, I suppose. Instead, the Wonton girls from the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle, My Wife. In which my wife, you Lady McKechnie Shin, will take a leading part.
What on ye?
What on ye?
What on ye?
What on ye?
I will now count to 10 in the Indian tongue. Eam, team, toother, feather, fib. George, who shot me? Somebody shot me!
Who set off that cracker?
I know who did it. Tommy Juice did it. Tommy Juice did it. This was Tommy Juice.
Tommy Jesus, I'm going to the moon.
Mrs. Shin will recover. No thanks to a certain young rugby who is a disgrace to our city. 4 scored. The Pains Fireworks Spectacle, last days of Pompeii, will take place, providing the rain stops by 9:30. It'll be out to Madison Picnic Park, across the creek from the pest house.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fair?
Sure did, E-word. That's why we prepared for the storm.
The Gazette is accurate most of the time. You know it, JC.
You wouldn't last very long in the banking business being accurate most of the time.
Now, just a minute. Let's have order here. Order!
Number 8, Lady Dance Night.
I make her early.
She's late, all right. She's right on time. What's the matter with your watch?
Will you members of the school board stop bickering in public?
What in the world did I was trying to say?
Never mind. 4 scored.
We heard there's a pool table in town.
Now, just a minute.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Will you allow me to get on with these exercises?
Is it a pool table or isn't it? You don't want any more exercises until you get this pool table matter set.
Yeah.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah!
Resisting corruption.
Yeah!
Fight that devil and keep our young boys pure.
Yeah!
Friends, may I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a lick of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill. I'm here to organize a River City boys band. Oh, think, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with an old trombone? Remember, my friends, with a handful of trumpet players to the famous fabled walls of Jericho. All the million pro walls come tumbling down. Oh, band of North, my friends, oh yes, said a boys band, do you hear me? Said University's gonna have a boys band, and I'm teaching music today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand, and River City's gonna have a boys band. And sure as the Lord makes the announcements, that band's gonna be uniform. Johnny, Freddie, Willie, Ted. And you'll see the shiver of trumpets, and the shimmer of cymbals, and the thunder of rolling drums. And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed with Gilmore, Pat Conway, W.C. Henley, the Great Creator, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. With
This calls for emergency action. That band is a spellbinder. I haven't seen Iowa people get so excited since the night Frank Gotchin strangled Lewis, lay on the mat for 3.5 hours straight without moving a muscle. Never mind. I want that spellbinder's connections. Grab that ball! You don't love us shit!
Gee, thanks, Professor. Have to make an example of him, you know, ringleader when he does the gang go.
Gee, Clyde, let me go. You wild kid, you hang around my old girl. His father's one of them day laborers down south. You wild kid, you tagged out Main Street after my oldest girl last Sunday. I wasn't even tagged. Don't you contradict me. He's just walking together. Jimmy Clyde, you watch your phraseology. I know what you's doing. Hang around my oldest girl. Now you stay away from my oldest girl, or you'll hear me tell who lay the rails. You know, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this band thing. Over at City Hall, 10 o'clock sharp. Men, get that spellbinding credentials.
Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
You sure you don't know this kid? He's tough, and I bet he's got his gang waiting outside.
Oh, I'll be careful. Tommy, I'd like to talk to you about the band.
Gee, Professor, that's for the little kids.
No, I'm not talking about being in the band. You're mechanically minded, aren't you? Ever do anything with perpetual motion?
Nearly had it a couple times.
Really? You're my man. Do you realize that no one has ever created a marching piccolo player stand for the music? Nowhere to place the music.
Gee, Lee Clyde! Wonder where I can get some wire from.
Check the cellar. That's where people usually keep the wire. Tommy!
Yes, sir?
Now, Constable, this is how you break up a gang. Oh, young lady, young miss, come here. What's your name?
Zanita, I didn't have any idea he was beckoning to me. He can't.
Do you know Tommy Julius?
Well,
Tommy Julius, this is Anita. Escort this young lady home.
only excepting I'm not going home. I'm going to the library. He can't.
Oh, well then Tommy, escort this young lady home by way of the library. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
He can't.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fella. You made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh?
The mayor happens to own that billiards parlor in town and that new pool table.
What was my other mistake?
That's Anita. That's the mayor's oldest girl.
Just a minute, Professor. We need your credentials for the school board. Academic certificate. There's nothing of the kind. We need letters and papers.
They can put up a bond.
Gentlemen, what am I hearing? One moment. Say ice cream.
Ice cream? But I don't see them, man. That's what you're trying to.
All right then, talk. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
See, gentlemen, singing is nothing more than sustained talking. Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir. Ladies, from now on, you'll never see one of these men without the other three.
My professor, you're wrong. Why, these gentlemen have hated each other for the past 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
How can there be any sense here?
Aren't we sincerely in love?
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I've got some lovely caramels over at the hotel if you'd like to.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? Of a college, having a degree, or annoying people on the street, like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana. Gold medal class of Lot 5.
Even should that happen be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another
mesmerized or hook me as some people in this town. And I think it only fair to warn you that I have a show full of reference books, which may give me some very good information about you.
Hey, Gregory.
Hey, Marcellus, and don't call me Greg.
How'd you make out with your music teacher?
Scrumptious. Ate it with my hand the moment I tipped my hat.
She did. Boy, did you cut a swat tonight. For a minute, even I thought you knew something about leading a band. Just like you used to imitate that old band concert fellow back in Joplin.
Oh, that's kid stuff. I'm in rare form these days. You just keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks and we'll be fine.
4 weeks? It used to only take 10 days for those instruments to arrive.
Well, it still does. But it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms to arrive.
Uniforms? You haven't added uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you can't pass yourself off as a music professor, not for any 4 weeks.
Mars.
But you don't know one note from another.
Yes, but I have this revolutionary idea. It's called the think system, where you don't even have to bother with notes.
But in 4 weeks, those people will want to hear music. You'll have to lead the band.
Yes, but in 4 weeks when the uniforms arrive, they'll forget everything. Just long enough for me to collect and leave. This is a refined operation, son. I've got it timed down to the last wave of the brakeman's hand on the last train out of town. We'll be fine.
Gonna line yourself up some canoodling, huh?
Well,
Say, I could set you up with Uncle Sister. Lovely girl, teaches Sunday school.
oh, no thank you. No innocent Sunday school teaching girl for me.
Oh, Professor Hill, we're all agog, simply agog.
I'm the queen bee. Everybody's so excited about the band.
Uncle Tuffler, the pianola girl.
And this is Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Hicks.
And of course you've met you, Lady McKechnie.
Our Mary's wife isn't exciting you, lady.
Oh, I couldn't say. I could not say at this time. My husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure. And oh, I'm reticent. Yes, I'm reticent.
Oh, I understand, Mrs. Shin. But you see, part of my plans for this town was the Ladies' Auxiliary Committee for the classic dance. And this... Mrs. Shin, do that again. Your foot, the way you raised it just now.
I have a bunny in there that bothers me.
Oh, what grace! What flow of line and movement! You must accept the chairmanship for the Ladies' Committee of the classic dance. Mustn't she, ladies?
Oh, yes.
Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks Del Sart. Will you accept it?
You Lady McKechnie Shin. I will that is dancing.
Then you accept.
I do. And I would like
Thank
to
you. Now, the young lady who plays the piano, Marion Peru, I believe. After all, she is the librarian.
pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 cheep. Her tiny woman doesn't belong to any committee. Of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but or she advocates dirty blood.
Dirty boys!
Lost her. And the worst thing, of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but stop. I'll tell. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town till she came. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison. Madison Gymnasium? Madison Picnic Park? Madison Public Hospital? That Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who do you think he was anyway?
Show off, I'd say. Gave the town the library, did
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her.
She was seen going and coming from his place. Oh yes. Oh yes. He made brazen overtures. The gilded guarantee. He had a golden glint in his eye and a silver voice like a counterfeit ring. Just melt him down and you'll reveal a love of lead and
don't. I know everything and it doesn't change a thing.
What are you talking about?
You were probably very young, and anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations, please.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian.
Quiet, please.
The librarian. Marion, go on, I'm listening. Marion. Marbles. 8 Aggies, 6 Steelies, and a dozen Pee-wees with a big old glass in the middle. I think we'll drop those. Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to catch your ear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us, if the library caught on fire, and the volunteer halls brigade men had to whisper the news to her. Madam Librarian. What can I say in here to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marion, if I stumbled and I busted my whatchamacallit, I could lie on your floor unnoticed till my body had turned to Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man is singing. In the moonlight, and a fellow would know that it's darling and heard every word of his song with the moonlight. rights.
Just 1 minute here. Are you still listening? You haven't got a license.
Why no, Mayor Shina. I collect doorbells, and you see, that particular specimen has a lovely tone quality that I find very...
I will not help you. Soliciting is a statutory in this county. Mail, the essence, without apartments. Why haven't you been down to City Hall with your references?
I guess I just missed you, but... Mr. Mayor, oh no.
What?
The spread of the little finger. It's hereditary.
Oh, it is? What does that mean?
It means that your son's little finger is perfectly situated to outbreak the spit valve on a beef like you were one.
Is that good?
Good. It means that America has finally produced an artist that can flute with a minute waltz in 50 seconds.
Where can I get one of those horns?
Sign right here, Mr. Mayor. That'll be $17 import fee.
Oh, yes. Just think I could miss this hole. Wait a second! I haven't got any son! You must up this blue that night! You must up this... You be down City Hall with your buy down over this by 3 o'clock!
Do you mean this afternoon?
I couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a quicker on his day off!
Mrs. Peru, do you realize that you have the facial characteristics of a current cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
Why, if your son has that same splendid chin and those amazing cheek muscles, by George, well, not that he could ever be truly great, you understand.
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Berkshire, why not?
Well, because all the truly great cornet players were Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendez, O'Klein, O'Reilly, O'Mendez, I think
Professor?
Yes.
We are Irish.
No. No, really? Well, then that settles it. Your son was born to play the cornet. It's a sign right here, Mrs. Peru. That'll be $7 earnest money. Fine. And I'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son. Certainly his uniform. And there will not be a penny due till the first day of band practice, which gives you 4 weeks to enjoy, to anticipate, and to imagine. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the excitements and pleasures of today.
Would I have
A stripe? Certainly, my boy, with a big red stripe going down each side. What do you say to that?
You'll have to excuse my trouble, Professor. We can't have to say 3 words a day in the class. If you get me to your van, you'll send Michael's own way with you. But if I want to do it, I bet you can. At a crowd, I pick you for a hard carrying, clay pipe smoking, shamrock wearing, marking, pigeon, tower song, just singing Irishmen. Be gonna be jabbers. Where are you from, Eli?
Gary, Indiana.
I know it's... Where did you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary, Indiana was my alma mater. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of lot 5. How to do, Miss Peru? Peru, I thought that name sounded familiar. I've been by a couple times this week to see you,
He wants to put you with him in the band.
We are not interested, Mama.
But Marion, he might have his father's musical gift. He does have my job, you know.
Your father was musical? Well, I would love to have a talk with him and see what he has to say.
Do you person that everyone's home like this, prying on personal affairs? We are not interested.
Well, that's 1 for and 1 against. I'll talk to the boy's father and see what he has to say.
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Sorry. I didn't know. But that's even more reason your brother should have something like this.
My brother has a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away from him. He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And to your musical jerks,
Why don't you find a nice carnival man with those gold painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks, Miss Marion. I hardly think that was... Well, I get the idea that she likes the idea. A little cautious, perhaps, but I admire that woman. I'll be back later in the week. Just
Oh,
have a
about
good
your
day.
room? About the boys' measurements. Sleeve 21, waist 18, crotch 14.
Fine, that's all I need. No, I must get back to the hotel.
Oh, Professor, about Marion. She's not...
Please don't worry about a thing, Mrs. Peru. I'm sure at heart she's as lovely as you are. Good day to you.
How's he going? He has, and I do hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think about your future? Gary, Indiana, conservation class watch 5.
Now, Mama, surely a girl's future doesn't depend on encouraging every fast-talking, self-centered traveling man who comes into town. And the fact that he claims his commodity is music, in this particular case, does not impress me.
All right, darling, all right. Only it's a well-known principle. If you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in another, you'll never strike much of a fire.
Mama, Winthrop, can you go to the library and ask for some grub for the book I set aside? It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large brown volume with black covers.
Do I have to?
You don't have to talk to anybody. I've written it all down. Thank you.
Now what are you up to? Why do you need books at this hour of the night?
After the neck books and large holes in professors' claim.
Well, I give up. At your age, if you don't mind me saying so, what kind of a white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Well, I'm not waiting for Luther Van here, who backs me up into the ancient corners every time he comes to the library.
Yes, he does.
Or Ed Gammon with his removable seats. But I'm also not waiting for a white knight either.
Hey, Zanita!
Papa and Mama are sitting right over there in the main key gasped.
All right, then meet me after supper.
I can't. It's up with midnight. Meet you where?
The footbridge.
You see, isn't that just what I said? Last time the lumberyard, and now the footbridge. And where are we meeting after that? The black hole at Calcutta? He gasped.
I only want to show you my invention.
What invention?
My music holder for my marching piccolo player. It still has a couple minor flaws, see? When you keep it tight enough to hold the music steady, you cut off the circulation and you can't wiggle your fingers. Meanwhile, you could go blind!
Tommy, it's Papa!
Is that the very first thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
Yes, the very first thing I said, or I'll pay with the horse. Get that spellbinder's credentials. I said morning of July 4th, 1912. And now look, my wife is off dancing at any and all hours of the day instead of in the home.
George, I was only...
The school board is singing up straight down alley instead of tending to city matters. My oldest girl's bulling around some hooligan, and my business has fallen off so far I can't even find the balance sheet.
Mr. Shin, I found something very interesting in Professor Hill's alma mater.
His who?
His university.
Oh, his university. I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can ever get out of it. Gary Conservatory, class of Art 5.
If you'll just read a little bit about it, you won't have to look much further. It's on page...
Papa, the well-sparkle magnet just come out from the depot.
A likely story. At this hour of day, nonsense. Well, Sparkle wagon. The band instruments.
say that our performance of the Dump Start will be the highlight of the ice cream sociable. Now, gentlemen, if you're ready, and ladies, don't make me tell you again. Always keep your face to the audience. Now, if you're ready, Mr. Dunlop.
It's you in the sunrise, it's you in my cup, it's you
I should think you'd hate to have your own daughter scared you. Jimmy, why? I'm gonna warn you once more. If I ever catch you touching my daughter, I'll buy my horse with you till the Mississippi runs dry.
Now, George,
Now, what book about you, man?
I think we peep.
Yes, and get out of this public building. I've got as much right in this public building as anyone. Right? How does anybody get any rats around here? Aiding and abetting the swindling activities of the spellbinding symbol salesman. You want to know I see right off you? Reform school! Now get out! Get out, you wild kid!
Papa, please, it's tabulums like you that make blood in the marketplace. He cares.
You watch ye for your phraseology, young woman. Go home. You lately?
I was only
You tend to your dance.
my dance.
I'll hand this name to hang out for wrong kids from the wrong side of town.
Mayor, I just need to understand.
Well, you can't. And thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me for cover to cover for a whole week now and didn't find a thing.
Mr. Mayor, if you please.
I'll send your hash as soon as I get this princess off my oldest girl.
Well, that's fine, but in the meantime, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Juice. That boy's got the confidence of every kid in this town, and you'll be waiting to shake his hand by the time our band does its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members, like the four get the wheelchairs, on the account of the broken legs, they'll get perturbed over their beards. And I'll tell you something, my fine, your better, my better, your better, never mind. Oliver, Casey, Gilbert, Olive. I want this man's references, and I want him tonight. He's slipping into Mississippi sturgeon.
Want us to get his credentials?
Get his credentials or get him in jail. I couldn't make myself any clearer if I was butting him in the well water. Ah!
Professor Hill, I think the years was therapy. I think it was motivated in Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Yes, it was.
Well, a man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man, only 500. Now, unfortunately, it seems that the mayor was already pretty upset with me on account of this billiard parlor, but I suppose a recommendation from a musical authority would help, but I can't ask you for a thing like that.
Wait, why, Professor Hill?
You mean you would?
I'd love to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I want to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
Is Cornette?
I'm sure it's fine. You see, he never touches it. The first week or so, he made a couple of experimental blats, I guess you say.
Oh, yes. Blast.
And he sings you Minuet in G, dap almost constantly.
Yes, yes. La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
But he never touches the cornet.
Miss
He
Mary.
said you told me it wasn't necessary.
Well,
He told me about the thing system. If you think the Minuet in G, you won't have to bother with the notes. Now you're a
Miss
professor.
Marion, the think system is a revolutionary idea, I admit. But so was Galileo's conception of the heavens, and Columbus's conception of the globe, and Beethoven's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Now, I cannot discuss these things in public, but if you would allow me to call, when may I call?
Why next week?
You know, gentlemen, I've been trying to give you my references all week, but you always seem to get off topic. Now I have just what you need over at the hotel. They'll just take me a moment.
Great, I'll have to go along with you.
that so? Let me just see if I have my key. What is this? Oh, well, if this isn't a testimonial from Madame Reed, the only female bassoon player ever to play on the Red Cap Circuit. Her stage name, of course. She was actually from Moline. Lyra Rose Queckenbush.
Did I see that for a minute?
Oh, you'll never forget that name. Lyra Rose, just like the old song. Lyra Rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in my sky. Lyra Rose, I'm home again, Rose, I'll take this a shot.
Would you ever stop arguing with yourself? Will you ever tell him? Won't you ever tell him? Ah, yes. Ah, no. Ah, fiddlesticks. Just open your mouth and let it come out.
Now, Mama.
Now, none. If he ever comes to call again, and you see him alone, if you have the gumption to tell him how you feel,
Tell him.
well, there's nothing wrong with a little lady like you.
Mama.
Winthrop, where have you been?
Vincent.
Fishing.
I've Harold. Me and Cousin Phil. And look, I closed the room left. Well, did you have a good time? The front pit. He told me I was to hometown Gary, Indiana. He said he'll take me there someday. He told me it's not the very essence in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. That's the town that I frog. La da di da di da.
All two of them.
Don't you have to change to a sociable?
There's time later.
Shins around here somewhere?
The chin hole's on the east down. This is the west down.
Nah, criminy. I think they're a piano teacher in town. You know anything about this fellow Hill forming a boys band?
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you any longer. I got the goods on him in spades. Swindling two-bit thimblebreaker. That's why I got to see Shin. You know, just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 13-minute water stop. Sure wish it were 20. I just spent an extra 5 on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cowell. And salesman. But for now, I'm just trying to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity.
Mr. Cowell, you are making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover. That fellow's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he's not going to spoil Iowa. See, what kind of music teacher are you? Shouldn't you have seen him through? He is no more professor.
Oh, I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professors. It's a harmless deception. He's a good director and scholist.
Fine director, but have you heard one note of music from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life. He never will.
Will you just listen to me for a minute?
You know, I'd like to. I'd like to do a lot more than that if I had the empty time. Sure got the inclination. But I gotta leave this dynamite with someone on the way to the depot. Bye, girly girl. See you next time through.
You'll never make a chance at depot. You have to catch it at the crossings.
No, sir. Gotta leave word, and I see you ain't the one to leave it with.
Wait, Mr. Cowell, you don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
I mean, I don't know you
Yeah, I need more time anyway.
as much as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girl.
I've never met a band who sells anvils, so that's something quite different.
You know, takes a real salesman, I'll tell you that. Handles have a limited appeal. What am I doing? If I miss my train, I'm gonna get fired, and I gotta leave word about Professor Harold Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. I don't know you're gonna deliver these papers.
There's your train, now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois, and he takes away from every one of them. Not to mention all the piano teachers he likes to cozy up to just to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last from me, girly girl.
Marion? Marion? Marion, dear, who was you talking to? Why, Professor Hill.
Good day, Miss Peru. Miss Marion.
You and Marion come up and sit. I got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, I'll put some on then.
Shall we set as your mother said?
Well,
You asked me to call.
did I? I didn't mean anything.
Miss Marion, I'm not suggesting that your invitation inferred anything other than academic neglect. The think system? I've been by your house a number of times this week, but there always seem to be people by. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several ladies.
Good, good. Wouldn't want anybody beating my time, now would you? No, not you, no ma'am. Now I see, now is obviously not a good moment. I shall see you later at the social.
Wait, Professor, is it true that you've had hundreds? What I'm trying to say is,
Yes?
is it true that you developed a think system?
A what? Oh yes, the think system. It's really quite simple. As simple as whistling. No one has to teach you how to whistle. When you think the tune, it comes out here. Like this. Try it for yourself.
I take your word.
May we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music.
I dare say you meet dozens, even hundreds.
Well, I mean,
And have they all been fascinated with the think system?
well, some more, some less. One young lady actually had a similar system set up all by her own. Show me a couple refinements for mine.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry, have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Professor. We have many more important things to explain the think system to me.
I can't.
And I must be very dull company, a man of your experience.
Why, say, who gave you an idea like that?
Why, one hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Mary, you mustn't believe everything you hear. Besides, one hears rumors of librarians.
I suppose you're talking about Uncle Matty?
Uncle Matty.
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what people say, he let me have sure jobs so that Mother, Ruth, and I could have some security. Now you don't believe.
Absolutely not, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Why do you think people start those rumors?
Jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly, and jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing about you personally, just generally.
Then what have you heard generally?
Just that it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, take your, for example, your attention to customers and, well, teachers might be misinterpreted. My teammate?
Why?
And let's say another salesman or customer are jealous. They'd be downright lies, wouldn't they?
What truth?
Rumors and things.
Oh, absolutely.
That just shows you shouldn't believe everything you hear. Now, if you discuss.
Mrs. Marion, I would be happy to discuss anything in the world with you. What could we do with sitting down? You do sit. Your knees bend and all.
We could sit on the porch steps.
Or we could sit on the large log over by the footbridge.
Oh, I couldn't think of it.
Just to talk.
I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I have to get ready for the sociable.
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe some other day.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll be fine and that you've left collected nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering.
So bad.
Footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! Mama! I just told Professor I'd be at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be, and the saints be praised, it works.
What does?
The thing system. Venue's yawning from the parlor.
My uniforms have arrived. The kids are in them already. Those people are going to be screaming for music if those kids show up at the sociable. Well, here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to collect it for me. He's trying to hold them together at least. Hold a makeshift practice down at the lumberyard.
All right, did you get the rig?
I got it.
What time does the freight go?
9:40 from the junction.
Like, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, you want to turtle one around here and get yourself caught bunny trap, you go right ahead, but...
Marcellus, listen. I'll meet you at the hotel with plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
What I meant was, well, I'd say about 26 years late.
But to be honest, it almost took me longer.
Oh?
I suppose I'm not the first person to find it easier when not under your salesmanship.
Well, surely you don't think I've been trying to sell you anything.
Oh no, you've given me something.
I don't recall giving you anything.
Something beautiful. That's why I came. I'm glad. Please don't be afraid that I'm expecting too much. One can't expect a traveling salesman to stay put. I know there have been many ports of call. There'll be many more. But I think I should be grateful for what you left behind for me.
Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
Look, I didn't know I was going to be having a lead tonight, did I? Had to keep her off balance.
She's so far off balance you can't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
And you listen here, Buster Brown. I've risen through the ranks of this skirmish and I'm not leaving without my commission. Now go get the rig. Never a quiet moment in the music business. Now where were we?
You're about to tell me something I don't know about you.
Well, we don't need to discuss those things right now, do we?
No, we don't at all. The librarian has been feeling like doing most research lately, which she did when you first came.
What do you mean?
About Professor Harold Hill, the Garrett Conservatory of Music, gold little massive ought 5. Gary, there wasn't any class about 5.
Well, there most certainly was.
The town must have been built to ought 6. I'll see you at the sociable.
How long have you known?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came. I planned on using this against you, but now I give it to you without my credit.
The 110 cornets played the air. Then I modestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I mooned up and down the square. With 110 cornets right behind. There were horns of every shape. Sweet dreams, sweet yours, dear, if dreams they be. I wish I made, and I wish they might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Oh, Sam, crazy. Missed my train. Probably lost my job, too. But I got you now, though, and you're gonna pay. I told you I'd bring her and all about you. What did she do? Lily gags me around until I couldn't get the shit. But I got you now. She's just a little dried up, man-hungry doxy.
You get out of here or I'll kill you.
You big baldy. Where's the blow-off? I'll stay in this town till you get yours up, down, through, and sideways.
Here's your stuff, Greg. The reef's in the alley. Come on, hurry up.
Lovely ladies, 2 Grecian urns, and a fountain.
Stop! Listen to this man!
You gullible green grass goats! Can't you get it through your thick head that you're being swindled out your eye teeth right now, this minute? There's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. Talking about Professor Harold Hill. Oh, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket. Pickpocket? Same thing. He's had his hand in your wallet, missus, and yours, mister, and yours, little lady, since the day he came into this town. There's more documented evidence than I could even read. There is no band, there never has been any band, and there's never gonna be any band. And if you don't hunt this man down like a mad dog, there's not gonna be a Professor Harold Hill either. He's gonna be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back? Oh, it is high.
After him! And when you find him, bring him back to the schoolhouse. After him!
I've been looking for what their kids run away. They should tell you about hard facts.
Mary, I have to see you.
You don't owe me anything. Don't you know that? Please, Harold, go.
Look, Greg. You said anyone down here. Check down by the creek.
Winthrop,
Wait a minute, son.
My friend, leave go me.
No, I want to talk to you for a moment.
I won't let you. You won't tell me the truth anyway.
What to?
What not?
What to? Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a rock group?
Yes.
Leave me go, you big liar!
What's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? I gave it to you. Now I'm bigger than you, so you're going to stand here and take it while I talk to you. There's 2 things you're entitled to know. 1, you're a great kid. I've always thought so. That's why I wanted you in the band, so you can stop feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's band.
What's the other name? Tell well to know.
Well, now that I think of it, it doesn't think it's any of your business.
I wish you'd never come to River City. You don't believe our professor. You believe him? I believe everything he said. But he promised us. I know he promised that all came true. The lights, the flags, and the symbols. Everyone will laugh. And the way every kid walked around town. The parents, even you. Because mother wished he never came to River City. Well, you do, don't you? No. Look up. Come on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't.
Why not?
For the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you. Greg, they're here! Come on, that way, that way!
Which is why I interrupted the program at this point. Rest assured, River Citizens, that I have done everything in my power to keep this dire happening from, happening. Fourscore.
What have you done to get our money back?
The professor collected over $300 in uniforms alone.
We haven't even gotten in uniforms yet.
He's slippery, I told you.
I haven't seen any uniform or my son either since just after supper. He's a kidnapper.
Fourscore, just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those who I have heard who are collecting tar and collecting feathers, who am I to tell them nay?
Well, I think there ought to be some of you that forget our everlasting, Iowa stubborn, chipping us with their arrogance, long enough to remember what River City was like before Harold Hill got here. I think we should all be grateful. If you are, I think you'd want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there is a single person in this hall who doesn't think Professor Harold Hill should be tarred and feathered, let him stand up. You lady, sit down. And the rest of you, standing there like a coat out of Shire sheep. Have you people forgotten how you pay for high-priced band instruments and instruction books? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your children will be taught to play band? Well,